Hey, it's been a little while. One thing I want to say is sorry for not being here. It's not something I planned to happen, it's just something that came up personally for myself that kind of put an impact on me being able to do anything. I've just had no time at all, and so that pretty much means that any game recordings or anything I was doing online in terms of my channel itself had been basically put on the back burner. But the game series that I was doing will be coming back, and I'll be putting up content again, hopefully in the near future. I'm hopefully planning on around start of next week, maybe just over the weekend, depending on how this goes. Hopefully this video goes up straight away because it shouldn't take too much time to fiddle around with in most cases at all. The two game series that I was doing, which I believe was the Rome 2 Total War Empire Divided DLC and XCOM 2, will continue. With Rome 2 Total War, that game I think was in the later stages. I think there was a couple more objectives I had to complete in that one. I think I was at the point of moving all my armies from the Iberia Peninsula, or Spain as you would call it, and all the way to Anatolia, Greece, Turkey area, and about to attack my client state at some point. Now, because it's in the later stages, it gets quite tedious. You've got a lot of turns to go through to move stuff, especially the way I've moved all my armies. And also the fact of it takes quite a lot of time to just get through stuff in general. There's a lot going on the board now, and it's just one of the ones which I may have to cut bits and pieces out, but that will continue the series itself. The XCOM 2 on its own self is a bit more early game still. I'd say it's early mid game of XCOM 2, so that one's going to take a bit longer to continue on. Again, it will continue, and I was really having fun with that one as well, because I'm actually getting people who subscribe to my channel, who comment on my channel, who like my videos and stuff like that. I was getting them involved in the game as well, and it's definitely one of the series I do want to come to, because it adds that kind of interaction that I love with game series of your audience to you. You know, you can bring them in going, who wants to be in my series, who do I want to not try and not get killed. Obviously, I don't try to get anyone killed in my videos, at all, honest. It just sometimes bad rolls happen and people die, and there's not much you can do on that one, or you just have a really, really bad play. Now, the future plans for the channel itself. So, one thing that will be happening is I usually have a two-series thing going on. So I always have two game series going one after another, just to kind of give some variety. So again, I've got Rome 2 Total War and XCOM 2 kind of leapfrogging over each other at the moment. The idea is when one of those finishes, I pick up a new game series. So the one that's probably going to finish more than anyone is going to be the Rome 2 Total War game. Once that series finishes, I'm going to be replacing it with potentially Civilization 6, because there's been a new DLC coming out. I think it's called Rise and Fall. It came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's definitely something which I want to get in and try. It's one of those ones where you look at it and it's had quite a lot of new features put in. There's a lot more, there's extra layers of strategy being put into it. So I think there's some new governance system. There's also a new era system, I think there is as well, and there's been quite a lot of balance changes in the game as well. So I definitely want to get back into that one. I've been asked loads by people to when am I going to come back to Civilization 6, and I've said in the future, and I don't want to let them down, so it is something which I will be doing. Now, the final thing that I want to touch on is with the monetization changes that basically affect my channel. Something that YouTube announced, and I think I did a video on it going back a couple of months ago now, when they announced it to everyone, saying that these changes are going to be coming on, and I kind of had a bit of reaction. I didn't really give time to think. So there is reasons for why YouTube did this. I think it's something, again, that I think I did say in the video at the time that they did have these plans in place. I feel that they were going to do them anyway. It's just that they kind of got kicked forward a bit more earlier than what I think they was going to do it as, because of a lot of stuff that was going off on the platform itself at the time. And it has, again, as I say, affected my channel. Not massively. I'm not going to make it like I've lost so much money, because I didn't make much money. I didn't make much in terms of people watch my content anyway, because the way the monetization works on channels, it's based on watch time. So the people watch, you can have 1,000 views, but if they don't watch any kind of particular length, they only watch a minute, it's only 1,000 minutes of watch time, so it's not much. But if you have 500 people watching an entire 20-minute video, it's, even though it's less views, it's longer watch time, so you get paid more for it. It's not per view, it's per watch time, so it's per every minute you get watched. So for me personally, I don't think it's going to affect my channel. The cool thing for you guys, and the positive, which I do try and take into mind, is that you guys don't have to watch the pre-roller ads or the outro ads or the banner ads that come up anymore. They'll be all disappeared by the time I think this video goes up as well, so there'll be no more monetization. I always had a bit of a sticking point of did I want monetization on my channel or not, but it was one of those ones that if I've got access to it, why not use it and get a bit of extra, as I always call it, pocket change, or a bit of cash on the side. just to see how it, you know, because why not? I feel like everyone who makes content should be able to earn some money off the content, especially if they're not really being supported in a particular way. As again, because I'm not a big channel, I wasn't earning that much, so yeah, that's again something which has happened, and I get, and it's not going to affect me moving forward. I can still make content. It's not going to really make a big deal to me. It's just something which has happened, and I feel like all small channels just have to get on with, because kicking off and making a big fuss about it is not going to change anything. It's just, these have been brung in to try and combat the issue of what's been happening on YouTube for a while. And it's YouTube's way, and again Google's way, and I think it's Alphabet who owns them all. It's how they deal with it, because otherwise, if the platform becomes too much of a problem, well then no one's going to make any money. So then the whole point of why a lot of people do the content itself is changed. I always say you shouldn't do YouTube for money. It should be because you enjoy doing it. That's what you should be doing it for. If you do it just for the money, you're in the wrong place, unfortunately. The idea is you're supposed to be enjoying doing the content. But I don't want this video being continuing on this bit. This is just something I did want to touch upon from my previous video, saying that it now has gone into effect and that my channel is being demonetized. But big whoop, I mean, with your guys' help, I can get to maybe the 1,000 subscriber limit, and then also the minimum watch time would be fantastic. But it's gonna be a long road, and I've been struggling doing this for 5 odd years, so it's not gonna be any much longer of waiting to hit these targets. And maybe with an extra push from you guys, spreading the video, you know, sharing the video itself, it'll be absolutely fantastic. But that's pretty much it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you enjoy what I'm doing, then please by all means leave a like, comment down below, share this video, and even subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for my next one, but until then, see you later.